I, William Samoei Ruto,
in full realization of the high calling I assume as President
of Kenya.
It is no longer a secret that William Samoei Ruto is Kenya's 50th president. But before we go further, I am requesting you to subscribe to this channel. Now, back to this topic. Yes, William Ruto, former Eldoret North Member of Parliament and later Kenya's Deputy President, is Kenya's new president. This is like a thorn on the flesh to Raila Odinga's supporters. I know it hurts, but acceptance is key to healing. Looking at Raila's presidential bid in 1997, 2007, 2013, 2017, and now 2022, one would have expected him to play his cards smart. He did not. In 2007, his president was eminent, but he blundered and let the then Electoral Commission of Kenya, ECK, chairman, one Kivuitu Murungi, to declare the late Mwai Kibaki as the president. Kivuitu knew that the election had been fraudulent, and in one of the interviews he opened up that he was not certain who had won the elections. What did Raila do at the time? He accepted a negotiation with Mwai Kibaki only to be made the prime minister. Between 2008 and 2012, Uhuru Kenyatta, William Ruto and 4 others, the infamous Ocampo 6, were tried at the ICC in Hague in connection with the 2007 post-election violence, which claimed the lives of over 1,500 people, displaced thousands of others and led to loss of property. The 6 were acquitted of the charges despite the loss, in quotes, of key witnesses in the cases. In 2013, Uhuru Kenyatta joined hands with William Ruto to run for the presidency in a bid to reconcile 2 of Kenya's tribes, the Kikuyu and Kalenjin, who were the biggest casualties in the 2007 post-election violence. When a Kenyan is about to blunder, he inserts religion and God in the picture. William Ruto knew that they would get massive votes if they presented themselves before Kenyans as a God-fearing duo. They would attend mega church rallies, kneel down to be prayed for, and give huge donations towards the church. The plan worked, and they won. The first term of the duo from 2013 and to 2017 was marred by runaway corruption, with the National Youth Service (NYS) funds being siphoned by famous politicians. When Uhuru Kenyatta fell out with William Ruto after the handshake with Raila Odinga, William Ruto embarked on a heavy campaign trail. He would cry out to the public that his boss, Uhuru Kenyatta, had rendered him a ceremonial deputy president. He would go to churches as the cameras rolled on and give huge donations. In 2022, William Ruto, a Kalenjin, picked Rigathi Gachagua, a Kikuyu, to be his running mate. Talk of game of wits. They hit the ground running, campaigning from dawn to dusk, promising ordinary Kenyans of goodies, including but not limited to the hustlers' funds, subsidized health insurance cover, and removing them from negative CRB listing. Kenyans were hooked. On the other hand, Raila Odinga was working closely with Uhuru Kenyatta, who was the president at the time, who helped him pick Martha Karua as his running mate. But there was a catch. Uhuru Kenyatta had fallen out with his home ground, and his people referred him as an arrogant president who was drunk in power. But what hit the nail on the head was his fallout with Ruto. The Kikuyus, where the president came from, said that Uhuru lied to Ruto that he would only rule for 10 years and leave Ruto to rule for another 10 years, as you can see in this clip.
Hivyo wale ambao wanafikiria ati watakuja kusimama hapa waniambie ni nani nitaandika ni nani nitafuta, mimi nawaambia kitu kimoja peke yake. ya kwamba wagojee miaka 10 Uhuru amalize kazi yake, alafu wagojee miaka ingine 10 Ruto amalize kazi yake.
Now, back to Raila Odinga. After the handshake, Raila's coalition known as NASA, which comprised of Raila Odinga, Kalonzo Musyoka, Moses Wetangula, and Musalia Mudavadi, became shaky. The party chiefs felt that Raila Odinga was selfish and they broke loose. It took a lot of convincing for Kalonzo Musyoka to get back to the new coalition led by Raila Azimio. And wait, he did not go back as a running mate. Raila garnered 6.9 million votes against Ruto's 7.1 million votes, and the former went to court claiming that IEBC chairman Wafula Chebukati had been working with Ruto to deny him the presidency. Raila is a statesman, and his radical advocacy in 1980s and 1991 pushed the late Daniel Arap Moi, the country's president at the time, to allow multipartyism in the country. He also pushed for the adoption of new constitution in 2010, which led to the formation of devolved governments to ease service delivery to Kenyans. This is the advice to Raila Amolo Odinga. You have fought the battle. You have stood the storm for far too long. Integrity has been your language. Sir, it is time to bow out. As this voice fades, you'll be missed a lot. A lot. To Raila's supporters, some battles are not worth winning. It is done and dusted. Ruto will be Kenya's president, not Kikuyus or Kalenjins, but Kenyans. In conclusion, religion sells. See you in the next video as we discuss about Kamuzu Banda, Malawi's leader and one of the most learned dictators in the continent. Kindly subscribe to this channel for more.